Plaintiff Carrie Jones is suing the defendant, Joshua Hutchins, for an unpaid loan. Carrie says she developed an innocent friendship with Joshua over the internet, but Joshua says he talked about sex with Carrie for hours on end. He claims the money Carrie gave him was a gift.
Okay, Carrie Jones is suing Joshua Hutchins for an unpaid loan, lost wages, and court fees. Carrie, why don't you tell me how you met Joshua?
I met Joshua online, and we just became fast friends, and we just talked.
You became fast friends?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say friends.
All right, let's back up then. You talk to each other online a lot? How often would you talk to each other?
Almost every day. Sexting.
Sexting?
Sexting.
Sexting, as
Yes.
in texting with an S in front of it for sex.
That's correct.
Got it. Okay.
That wasn't that at all.
It wasn't that at all?
No.
Okay, we can't agree on the fundamentals. Have you two ever met each other offline?
No, this is the first time. We were planning on...
This is the first time you've seen each other?
Yes.
Carrie, meet Joshua. Joshua, meet Carrie. Right?
The whole relationship was strictly sexual, no friends, no nothing. It was all late night talks on the phone, stuff like that.
All right.
I have all the text messages that go back and forth between us, and he might have put those in there, but that's not what I'm about, and I didn't put that in my text.
Do you do this often, Carrie? I mean, meet
No, ma'am.
people online
No,
and
Your Honor,
communicate
I
with
don't.
them on a daily basis?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
Do you?
No, ma'am.
You just found each other in cyberspace?
Pretty much.
Pretty much? All right, Carrie, how often did you two communicate?
Almost every single day.
For how long?
It's been like a year now. I mean,
You think this is a year's worth of?
No, Your Honor, it's not. Those were just about the loan.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I have emails and texts, on my phone.
All right, so give me an idea how this happens. You go online, you've got a profile online, someone else can access it, they look at your picture, and they decide they want to start talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just because I don't understand this. So you then look at their picture and decide whether or not you want to respond to them.
Yes.
So the two of you find each other in cyberspace and you start talking every day.
Yes.
This kind of talking?
In the beginning.
On the
yes.
You're
phone.
texting.
Yeah. So
And where do you live?
Colorado.
At some point you pick up the phone?
Yes, we spoke on the phone, and we'd talk on the phone, and at night, and it was like watching movies. I watched a ton of movies, and he said that he did, and sometimes we'd just be watching movies and talking about the movie that was on, because I liked comedies and he did. So.
Why are you saying no?
I've never watched a movie and talked to her on the phone.
We had spoke about meeting, because we had talked for so long, and then I didn't hear from him like a month, and he said that he didn't have family and he didn't have a Christmas, so I sent him because he liked the same comedies that I did.
When
so I sent
you
him
told her you didn't have family, what did you tell her?
My whole family lives in Florida. I don't know what she's talking about.
All right, go ahead.
After that, I didn't talk to him for like a month, and when we spoke again, I tried to call him, and he just quit all communication with me. And so, when we got back in touch like a month later, he had said he was in a really bad car accident.
Were you?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're all right from that?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm fine.
And so I was like, oh, sorry about that, and he was telling me that he broke both his legs, and this is how the loan came about. He said that he needed to make certain payments a month to his boss, and then he had X amount of time to do that. And he's like, and I can't finish paying it. So
He has to make payments to his boss.
because he's buying a car from her, and he's been paying her over time, and I didn't go into details like how much he was paying her. And I said,
Right.
and he said, so I need $600 by next Friday. And I said, well, why don't you tell her, doesn't she understand that you were in a car accident and that's why you were off work? And he said she didn't care. It was part of the contract that he would have to pay her. And I said I'd loan him the money if he would shoot me an email saying that he would pay me back, knowing that was a loan. And he said, no problem. And he sent me the email saying, I will pay you back in...
Where is that email? Thank you, Jim. From Josh Hutchins to Carrie, thank you for doing this for me when nobody else could have cared less. I will pay you back all of the $600 in payments if that is okay with you, but I still won't suck on your toes, laugh out loud. I just spoke with my boss, and if I give her the money today, I can take the car today. Thanks again.
Never sent that email.
You never sent the email?
No, Your Honor.
How did you send him the money, Carrie?
I sent him a MoneyGram, and on the MoneyGram I wrote loan on it, and because
Do you have a copy of it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did you get $600 from the plaintiff?
I surely did, Your Honor.
Okay. And it was under the circumstances that she described, it had to do with your buying a car?
It was for a car, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, from your boss?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all that is true.
4 days after, I didn't hear from him that as of the day he received the money. 4 days after, I was trying to contact him, and 4 days after he picked up the phone, he says, I don't know who you are, I don't know what you're talking about, and you need to quit stalking me. I said, well, you knew who I was for the past year, and then you knew who I was when you took my money. So, and in the email he stated that he knew that he would pay me back, and it was a loan.
Now, why don't you tell me how this all came about?
It was all sexual from the get-go. Every night, pillow talk, late night. Sometimes we talk on the phone until 4 o'clock in the morning talking about sexual things. She started telling me that she'd pay for my ticket to go to Colorado. She wanted to see me. She started sending packages to my job.
What kind of packages?
Packages that consist of KY warming jelly, cookies, movies, like she said. I did get in a car accident. Mm-hmm. I was walking to work every day. Mm-hmm. Finally, about a week after walking to work, she calls me while I was walking to work in the morning. And she says, you're too cute to be walking to work. She says, I will help you if you let me. And for like 3 days before that, I was telling her I didn't want her help. But if she's going to be stupid enough to give me money, I'm going to be smart enough to take it.
Go ahead.
She said she was worried about me talking to other girls. That morning, while I was walking to work, I told her, I gave her my email address and my password, which I have the proof in my phone. She sent me the money. About a week after that, she started calling me again. I want you to suck on my toes, this, that, the other thing.
Absolutely.
Told her it was never going to happen. I was never going to meet her. That's when the harassing phone
Well,
calls started.
wait a minute. If she's going to be stupid enough to give me money, I'm going to take it.
I'll be smart enough to take it. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and she's offering you tickets and stuff, and you're not going to take them?
Well, I really had no intention on meeting her anyway. So why would I accept a ticket to go see her if I don't want to see her?
Because maybe she'll give you more money.
No.
No?
Physical stuff for money would not be worth it to me. Talking on the phone, I'll do that all day long with anybody.
For how long a period of time did the two of you communicate?
I'm going to talk for 2 months.
2 months, okay. And during the course of those 2 months, you got $600 in addition to KY jelly, cookies, and movies.
Correct.
Okay. And do you say to her, look, I don't want a ticket, I don't want to meet you, I don't want to have sex with you? What do you say?
I said that, yes, Your Honor. Before I got the money.
Do you have
after
any
I
of
got
your
the money.
text messages to her?
Now what I do have is the where I sent her the email password
Yeah.
to my email account
Why'd you give her your password?
because she was worried about me talking to other girls. That was the stipulation of her sending me the money. She was worried about me talking to other people. She wanted to make sure that I was the only one she talked to. I said,
So
"You want
she's
proof?"
looking for some kind of exclusivity.
Yes, ma'am.
So you send her your password.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you get the password?
I don't know what the email he's talking about. I have no idea.
She doesn't know what email I'm talking
Well,
about.
prove it. Show me something.
I did have it on my phone. I can't find it now.
Why? You nervous?
No, Your Honor. It was there. I can't find it.
What was there?
All that was there was, as soon as I got off the phone with her, I put in my phone, it gave Psycho Lady, which is what I called her.
Psycho lady?
Yeah. Gave Psycho Lady, email and password.
Boy, you're an ungrateful fellow, let me tell you.
I hadn't got the money at that time. Why should I be grateful for anything?
Go ahead, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing just fine.
I had put it in there that I got them, gave email and password to my Hotmail account to her. She needs proof, and I'm usually
She needs
kept
proof
notes
that
of
you're not
everything.
talking to anybody.
Right.
Okay. All right. You're also suing him for lost wages. Why?
It's been having to just take the time off work to come out. I had filed with the courts to sue him since I figured out he was a con artist. So I filed with.
Why do you say he's a con artist?
Because I think he's done this before, and just trying to do my character like that is.
I'm asking you for evidence. Did you ever investigate his background?
No, Your Honor.
Did you ever go into the courts in Florida and spend a little money and find out if he's got any convictions?
No, Your Honor.
Why wouldn't you do that? So you come in here and you claim he's a con artist.
I've learned a big lesson.
Good, I'm sure you have.
I really have.
Do you have any convictions, Joshua?
No, Your Honor.
None?
None.
So you feel no obligation to pay her? None.
None whatsoever, especially her lost wages. If she wants to take me to court for something that she gave to me as a gift, then why should I have to pay for her lost wages and time. I don't see how it happened.
Okay. You want to say anything else? You still online?
Oh yeah, every day.
Oh yeah, you are. This is very simple contract law. Is there a contract between the plaintiff and the defendant? There's no question, it's undisputed that the plaintiff gave the defendant $600. The plaintiff is alleging that it was a loan. The defendant says it was a gift. Not at all unusual, okay? Let it be a lesson to everybody. You need evidence. You need corroboration to prove that it was a loan. The burden of proof is on the plaintiff. There is nothing in writing here. There is no signed promissory note. But what I do have is circumstances that suggest to me that the defendant here is an individual who has done this before, and the victim is a naive person who was very giving and decided to give someone $600. Normally, I would not award her the money. But what I have here is a copy of an email from his email, which he explains to the court he gave her to prove to her that he was being exclusive to her, that says, "Thank you for doing this for me when nobody else would. I will pay you back all of the $600 in payments if that is okay with you." And then he wants to suck on her toes and all that stuff. As far as this court is concerned, that was a loan. Now, let this be a lesson to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am very familiar with the internet. I know what happens, and you've got to protect yourself on the internet. People communicate with other people, and sometimes they have rendezvous offline. And I have met women and children who have been molested, who have been raped, and I know of cases where women end up dead and in garbage dumps from people that they've met online. Cyberspace is one of the most dangerous places that you can go to. Don't ever do that again, and don't ever be so naive as to think that you're meeting someone online who's a friend. Be very careful in choosing profile pictures. Be very cautious the message that you're sending when you communicate with these people, and set your profile to private so that only friends are allowed to view it. And at the end of the day, remember, you don't have the ability to look someone in the eye and assess whether they're credible or not credible. You've got to protect yourself from internet predators. I believe you're a predator. Verdict for the plaintiff.